Ladies and gentlemen, Orlando, Florida has a story that came that, and I got to thank the people who emailed it to me that has came in that sounded like a story that we've done before, but it sounded just crazy as hell. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you guys about this story and about that woman who looks like my little brother. And shout out to my brother. I don't mean no disrespect. But she looking like a man. She looking like a man, Miss Swan. She looked like a She looked like a dude. Tell me she don't. I don't know who's procreating with these creatures that looking like a man. Well, shoot. That look like a night. That's actually her. That's a night and day picture. Look at this. She go from this. When you meet her at the club, she go looking like this with all her little bangles and her eyelashes and her weave in her head and her lip gloss popping and all of that stuff. Then when you get her home and she take all that bull crap off, then she look like that. Boy. Woo. That is a drastic difference. Damn. Sheesh. Woo. That's why I pulled up these extra pictures. I knew y'all wasn't going to believe that. But nonetheless, what she looked like has nothing to do with this story. I'm just an asshole, right? That's what I am. I'm going to continue to be that. What she did to that baby boy, that smiling baby boy right here that y'all see on my screen, this young man, this young prince deserved a better mother, and he deserved a better opportunity in life than what this heifer did to him. And I'm going to tell you why. Now, let's talk about this real quick. Now, this particular story comes out of Orlando, Florida, and an Orlando woman is charged with first-degree murder for the death of her 6-year-old son. That little boy is 6 years old. And told deputies, "I think I killed my child." That's what this ignorant, dumb, stupid, manly-looking broad told the police. "I think I killed my child." Now, people might tell me that I don't have my facts right. Hashtag, that is not my words. Hashtag, not my words. She told that to the Orange County Sheriff's Office, and that's according to an arrest affidavit. So if you want to tell me that I ain't got my facts right, then go tell the police that they reported the wrong facts. Now, let's keep going. She has a friend by the name of Santana Gunn, and Santana Gunn told the deputies that her daughter had been playing with Wilson's son, and that beautiful baby boy, his name is Avion Borner. Avion, and I hope I pronounced this name correctly. This little boy's name, Avion Borner, who was 6 years old, and they had been playing after school Wednesday in the courtyard of the Key Suites apartments where they both live when Wilson abruptly came and grabbed her son by the arm and saying that they had to go. A lot of you guys have witnessed my people, our women, who have done something very similar, who came in with a freaking attitude and came and grabbed their kids like they freaking was grabbing a sack of groceries. Like these children aren't sentient beings, like they're not human beings. They grab them like they're property. Hashtag babies for benefits. They don't care. They don't care about these children. They only care about the benefits that they can collect from these kids. That's why I have the shirt, Babies for Benefits. Until y'all prove me wrong. Shortly after, Gunn told investigators that she saw Wilson pacing around the courtyard alone, repeatedly saying, 444, God forgive me. 444, God forgive me. And that was around 2:30 p.m. But at 2:25 p.m., Wilson is seen on surveillance video pulling her son across Orange Blossom Trail without a regard for traffic. Wow. She pulled her son across Orange Blossom Trail without regard for traffic, according to an arrest report. She was headed to Lake Tyler. 6 minutes later, at 2:31 p.m., the affidavit says video shows Wilson going back to the apartments alone. Here's my question to Santana Gunn. You saw something and you didn't say shit. How is it that you aren't under investigation and you aren't being arrested? What kind of a friend are you to watch this woman do something like that, at least know that it happened enough to tell the news station, but you didn't tell the police, you didn't call 911, you didn't call anybody, you just let it happen. Next, at 2:58 p.m., video shows Wilson walking back towards the lake and coming back carrying her son draped over her left shoulder. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. She came back from the lake and threw her son over her shoulder. He was limp and wet and not moving, according to the affidavit. Another witness told deputies she saw Wilson carrying Avion, but did not know them and did not check on the child. Let me read that again. Witnesses told the police that they saw her carrying the boy and they did not know him and they did not check on the child. We as society suck. Those people who saw that and didn't say anything suck. Wow. An hour and a half went by until at 4:32 p.m. Wilson was seen walking alone towards the lake again by Gunn, who along with her sister followed Wilson because she seen her acting strangely in the courtyard earlier. According to the arrest affidavit, Wilson took off her clothes and went naked. She went nude into Lake Tyler. This bride got naked and went into the lake. And Gunn and other witnesses tried to get her to come out, but she wouldn't and repeatedly said, "God forgive me. God forgive me." Orange County Fire Rescue were called out and went into the lake to finally pull her out. You know what's funny? How she acted like she wanted to commit suicide, but she didn't have the guts, the intestinal fortitude to just kill herself rather than killing her kid. She had the guts to drown her kid, but she didn't have the guts to drown herself. That's some cowardly stuff. She's a yellow belly. She is a coward. Let's keep going. Wilson's friend and other witnesses did not know where Avion was and initially thought that he may be in the lake. No one could find him in the small body of water, so some suggested they check Wilson's apartment. And Avion's grandmother, who also lives at Key Suites, went with a property manager to Wilson's apartment where they found Avion in the water in the bathtub, unresponsive, with foam in his mouth, according to the affidavit. And I know this is hard for some of you people to listen to, but there is nothing worse than what that baby boy had to go through, what he actually had to live through and deal with what his mom did to him, okay? The grandmother tried CPR until paramedics arrived, but nobody was able to revive him. Meanwhile, that chick, Wilson, was being checked out for injury by emergency workers when she said, "I think I killed my child," according to the arrest report. She also said those words in front of deputies who were wearing body cameras, so that is a fact that that's what she said. Now, according to Gunn, who known Wilson for about a year, she saw Wilson a couple of times that day, and their children had spent about an hour playing together. The women and the children regularly spend time together within the apartment complex. Gunn told investigators that she seen Wilson at about 9:30 a.m. that morning and all was well. Then at 1:30 p.m., Gunn went to Wilson's apartment again after she picked up her daughter from the school, and her daughter and Avion went outside to play. Everything seemed fine at that point, but hours later, Avion would be dead. Wilson's version of September the 16th and what happened with her child are redacted in an affidavit, but it says that Wilson was asked to speak with the detective about an hour and a half after her arrest, and their conclusion was, based on the above circumstances, probable cause exists to show that Labreaunne Wilson did commit the offense of murder in the first degree. Now, according to Wilson's Facebook page, says that she is from Kansas City, and in 2014, court records show that she was arrested for a misdemeanor domestic violence charge after a physical fight with her brother, but the charges were dropped. Wilson was evicted in 2016 and made an insurance claim after a lawsuit in 2018. Otherwise, she has no criminal record in Orange County. In her last Facebook post on September the 13th, which was just about 11 days ago, 3 days before the death of her son, she wrote, "She legit blessed me with her words. God uses bad for good, sweetheart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Law of 3. Several commenters on the post condemn her. Some ask why. Someone speaks of her possibly seeking out witches and warlocks as a meaning behind her last post. And one person says that he worked with her at the Hard Rock Cafe and honestly seemed normal, really didn't see this coming. But one commenter said, people who really knew her knew that she had mental health issues. For people who want to say that she has mental health issues, I'ma say you're full of crap and you need to stop giving her that excuse. You know why? Because if she had mental health issues, you allowed her to be a mom. You didn't take her kid away from her. So if she was competent enough to be a mother, then she's competent enough to stand trial in the eyes of the court. My opinion. Let me give you guys the fair usage and let me let you listen to the news videos. Let's get it. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. All right, let's get it.
Now to our other top story, we're learning a lot more about the Orange County woman accused of killing her child, including a past arrest for domestic violence.
It all comes after Orange County deputies found the 6-year-old boy unresponsive in an extended stay hotel room. It unfolded yesterday at the Key Suites off Orange Blossom Trail, south of Holden Avenue. News 6's Ezzy Castro spoke to neighbors today who are shocked.
Neighbors here at the Key Suites extended stay are grieving the loss of 6-year-old Avian Barner. We actually spoke to the father this morning. He says that he's still trying to process everything that happened yesterday. Balloons and candles are seen right outside this hotel room where deputies say 6-year-old Avian Barner was found unresponsive in a bathtub yesterday afternoon. His mother, 26-year-old Labreaunne Wilson, known as Bree, is now facing charges for his death. Neighbors left in shock by the tragedy.
All the neighbors are hurt. All the neighbors are hurt. Everybody knew her. Everybody knew her kid. Sweet little boy. You know, don't bother nobody.
According to the arrest affidavit, Wilson took her son to the lake.
Whoa, we are not going to ignore that woman's face.
Barner was found unresponsive in a bathtub yesterday afternoon. His mother, 26-year-old Labreaunne Wilson, known as Bree, is now facing charges for his death. Neighbors left.
Look at this woman's face. What kind of what? What?
In shock by the tragedy.
All the neighbors are hurt. All the neighbors are hurt.
Look at her face. What does she even look like? I'm trying to think about what she looks like.
Everybody knew.
She looked like Scorpion's mother. Jeez. Holy hell. She looks like, come here. Finish him. God, dog. Woo! What a bad looking woman. What a bad looking woman. Lord have mercy. Please tell me she don't have children. Please. Oh my. Whoa. Whoa. I know this story ain't got nothing to do with her, but damn, ma'am. Sheesh. You could at least put your corona mask on before you did this interview. Lord have mercy. Look at her face. Why do you have that crap on your face, ma'am? What do you do for a living? How about not shit? How about not a motherfucking thing? I'm sorry, but damn. Jeez. This woman don't do nothing for a living. She does nothing for a living. She does nothing productive at all. All she does is participate in video games, and she, come here. Woo, wait. Lord have mercy. You know what we say in the South about that? You know what we say? We say, That's what we say about that stuff in the South. We go, Woo! My Lord. Anyway, let's listen to this crazy neighbor. Man, if that's the kind of people that live in, man, I would move. Y'all better move. She gonna mess around and take her mask off her face and light y'all apartments up if she get mad, or she gonna throw that little dagger thing out of her hand and she gonna be snatching y'all kids up. I'm just saying. Don't piss this woman off. Let's keep going.
Knew her. Everybody knew her kid. Sweet little boy. You know, don't bother nobody.
According to the arrest affidavit, Wilson took her son to the lake across.
Somebody in the chat said, get over here. That is not a skin condition, Sweet D. Come on. Come on. It's not a skin condition. I can't give her that one.
The street from the hotel on Orange Blossom Trail and came back to the room without her son. Then, a few minutes later, she went back to the lake and came back with her son draped over her shoulders, not moving. Nearly an hour and a half later, deputies say Wilson left her room for a third time and went into the lake. Witnesses say she kept saying, quote, "God forgive me." We spoke to the little boy's father off camera. He told us Wilson loved their son very much and doesn't know why this all happened.
It didn't hit me till this morning. I'm just in shock. It's a 6-year-old innocent little kid.
And Wilson is facing a first-degree murder.
See, if she at least had a corona mask on like that, at least half of that stuff would have been covered up. I'm sorry, but that made that woman look crazy. Y'all thought Mike Tyson was crazy when he got that tattoo across his eye? No, that woman looked crazy, right? That woman looked like she done been through some things in life, some trials and tribulations. Woo! Anyway, let me give a shout out real quick. I got a shout out. That is, I think that's Miss Nisi, if I'm not mistaken. I think that is my old beloved friend, Miss Nisi, in the chat. And it is. And Miss Nisi, I'm not going to even tell y'all how much she sent, but she sent in a awesome donation. That is Miss Nisi in the chat. I got your PayPal. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Shout out to you, Miss Nisi. I need to also shout out just as equally two more people, and that is Diane. So Diane D, if you were in the chat, I don't want to read your whole name out. So Diane D, if you were listening, I just got yours, and you said, new to the channel, much respect to you. Wow, new to the channel. Diane, if you're in the chat, let me know. Let me type in the chat so I can hook you up. She look like Zorro from Mortal Kombat. What does Zorro look like from Mortal Kombat? I don't even know. I need to look that up. I'm not familiar with this new Mortal Kombat. Oh, Goro. Did you mean Goro? She did look like Goro. She did look like Goro. My goodness. I'm sorry, but dang. And I need to give another shout out to my brother Dre the Dream, man. Thank you so much. So to Diane, to Miss Nisi, thank you guys so much. I'm hoping I caught everybody. Okay, I think I did. All right, let's keep going. Sorry about that. Yeah, thank you, CJ. CJ said, where is Black Lives Matter when you need them? I'm just asking a question. I mean, no disrespect to those who have good intentions with Black Lives Matter, but damn, there's a lot of kids dead out here. Just saying. And y'all click that thumbs up. Our goal is 400 thumbs up. We only need 40 more people. There you are. You come into the chat donating like that, I'm going to definitely hook you up. You don't even have to be a channel member to donate. When you donate that amount, I'm going to go ahead and hook you up. So thank you so much for that. Coming out the gate, man. I truly appreciate that. I will offend people from time to time, but y'all got to understand that I'm just pissed off that these people don't give a crap about these kids. That's it. Aside from all the jokes, aside from all the poking fun at stuff, aside from everything, our focus is always the children. That's why I want you guys to remember. Our focus is always the children.
Charge, and she's being held without bond at the Orange County Jail. In Orange County.
And developing right now, an arrest in a child death investigation. Orange County deputies say the 6-year-old boy died after being found unresponsive in an extended stay hotel room. And within the past couple of hours, we've learned deputies have arrested the child's mother. Justin Campbell has the very latest.
6-year-old Avion Borner found unresponsive in his mother's bathtub by his grandma and an apartment manager. We now know just within the last 2 hours, his mother is locked up and facing charges. This is the new mugshot of Labreaunne Wilson, who is now charged with first-degree murder for the death of her son. Deputies say witnesses and security cameras yesterday afternoon captured Wilson leaving her room at Key Suites on Orange Blossom Trail, then dragging her son across the street and putting him in Lake Tyler before coming back alone. Now, according to the arrest report, a few minutes later, she went back to the lake and came back with her son over her shoulders, not moving. A short time later, deputies say she left her room for a third time and tried to drown herself in the lake. Witnesses say she kept saying, "God forgive me." Neighbors and firefighters got her out of the water and notified deputies about her son in their apartment, where 6-year-old Avion was found unresponsive in the bathtub. Wilson was taken to the hospital, but we now know she was booked overnight, facing a charge of first-degree murder. She's expected to see a judge later today. Reporting here in Orange County, Justin Campbell, Getting Results, News 6.
Now to our other top story, we're learning a lot more.
All right, here's the last video.
Now to our other top story, we're learning a lot more about the Orange County woman accused of killing her child, including a past arrest for domestic violence.
It all comes after Orange County deputies found the 6-year-old boy unresponsive in an extended stay hotel room. It unfolded yesterday at the Key Suites off Orange Blossom Trail, south of Holden Avenue. News 6's Ezzy Castro spoke to neighbors today who are shocked.
Neighbors here at the Key Suites extended stay are grieving the loss of 6-year-old Avion Barner. We actually spoke to the father this morning. He says that he's still trying to process everything that happened yesterday. Balloons and candles are seen right outside this hotel room where deputies say 6-year-old Avion Barner was found unresponsive in a bathtub yesterday afternoon. His mother, 26-year-old Labreaunne Wilson, known as Bree, is now facing charges for his death. Neighbors left in shock by the tragedy.
All the neighbors are hurt. All the neighbors are hurt. Everybody knew her. Everybody knew her kid. Sweet little boy. You know, don't bother nobody.
According to the arrest affidavit, Wilson took her son to the lake across the street from the hotel on Orange Blossom Trail and came back to the room without her son. Then, a few minutes later, she went back to the lake and came back with her son draped over her shoulders, not moving. Nearly an hour and a half later, deputies say Wilson left her room for a third time and went into the lake. Witnesses say she kept saying, quote, "God forgive me." We spoke to the little boy's father off camera. He told us Wilson loved their son very much and doesn't know why this all happened.
It didn't hit me till this morning. I'm just in shock. It's a 6-year-old innocent little kid.
And Wilson is facing a first-degree murder charge, and she's being held without bond at the Orange County Jail. In Orange County, Ezzy Castro, getting Results News 6.
All right. Guys, we do got to laugh sometimes, just a little bit. If we can find any level of something jovial in these stories, then we have to kind of laugh at it. We have to laugh. We have to cry. We have to be angry. We have to go through the gambit of emotions because these stories are heart-wrenching. They're sad. And to be honest with you guys, that whole, her seeing demons or whatever, the demon that she was probably talking about was that woman that was doing the interview looking like Goro and Scorpion's love child with all that crap drawn on her face. But I think what she's looking for is she's looking for an out. She's looking for sympathy. She was trying to make somebody mad, and she killed that kid for no reason. Either A, she could no longer collect the benefits from that kid, and now that kid had to go, because clearly she didn't love this kid. She never loved this kid. And that happens a lot of times whenever you take away these benefits that they collect, whether it be food stamps, whether it be child support, whether it be housing, car vouchers, you take anything away from them, and then all of a sudden these kids become useless. They are no longer pawns, and this type of thing needs to stop. And I want to wish an RIP to that young, beautiful baby boy. And look, man, I'm telling y'all, I want y'all to look at his face. Look at this baby boy's face if I can get back to the picture. Tell me that boy didn't have a bright light in his eyes. And y'all tell me that boy wouldn't have grown up and become something great. He could have been a preacher. He could have been an activist. Hell, he could have become a president. That boy looks like he could have became anything. His mom robbed him of that opportunity, and that mom needs to be robbed of her future. She needs to be robbed of her ovaries. She needs to be robbed of all of her reproductive rights. She needs to be robbed of her breathing. She was cowardly, killed her son, and didn't have the guts, the intestinal fortitude to be able to take herself out, which is why she went into that damn lake. She's an idiot. She's a dummy, and we need to stop making excuses for people by saying that they're crazy. Because if they were crazy when they killed the kid, then they were crazy before they killed the kid, which means that we allowed a crazy person to have custody of this kid and be a parent of this kid and ruin this kid way before this rough incident happened. Why do we continue to keep allowing people who have these so-called mental illnesses to be parents to these kids unmolested, unchecked, no license, no type of ramifications until something goes wrong? That's what needs to stop. If they were crazy beforehand, then they should not be parents. That's a simple concept to me. So we hope that they throw the book at this overly weight looking woman right there and this manly looking chick right there. To that beautiful soul that she robbed of us being able to see what he was going to grow up and become, I want to wish that young prince an RIP, and he deserved to grow up and become something. Young Avion, RIP, young prince.